With the blessings of nature, Bangladesh is furnished with lots of rivers, canals and floodplains. Our south and southwestern part of the country is enriched with lots of coastal rivers, canals, tributaries and floodplains including mangroves. The coastline of Bangladesh is more than 580 km long. Due to the availability of brackish water, Khulna, Bagirhat and Satkhira, especially in the southern part of the country, are deeply involved in the shrimp industry. Since the 70s, the socio-economic development and change of social conditions of the people in these areas mainly depend on shrimps culture. Nowadays, about 8 lakh farmers in the region have been cultivating black tiger and freshwater scampi on about 3 lakh hectares of land in a completely natural way. Shrimp is commonly known as white gold in Bangladesh. Since independence, this potential sector has been earning lots of foreign currency and contributing to our GDP. Looking at Export Promotion Bureau's shrimp production and export figures over the last decade, one thing is very clear. In 2014 to 2015, Bangladesh earned the highest amount of foreign currency from shrimp and fish with an export of 44,278 metric ton, worth of $510 million. Since then, our export is continuously declining every year, and during the last fiscal year, 2020 to 2021, we earned only 320 million, which is 35% lower than the highest export in 2014 to 2015. Usually in our country, black tiger shrimps are cultivated traditionally. As a result, our production per hectare is the lowest in the world since independence. Due to this low productivity, the processing plant built around this potential sector are constantly facing a scarcity of raw materials. About 30 productive processing plants have been shut down. For the last 10 years, 10 to 15 plants on the way to closure. Over the past 2 decades, our neighboring and competing countries have introduced commercial farming of high-yield Vannamei shrimp. Vannamei itself covers about 80% of the market share among the 32 billion global shrimp market. Out of 32 billion, a large portion of this global market is occupied by value-added and ready-to-eat products. This market is rapidly growing day by day, where we have no contribution. High-yield and cheap Vannamei shrimp is the only game changer to get access to this segment of the international market. India ranks highest in the world in Vannamei shrimp exports, which is 15 times more than Bangladesh. But surprisingly, their shrimp farming area is much less than ours. The scope of our cultivable land is enormous, and we have the 3rd largest floodplain in the world. Despite all of these using modern methods, India has been producing Vannamei 9,000 to 15,000 kg per hectare for the last decade. In addition, India does not have a tariff advantage like LDC countries applicable to us, even though we cannot compete with them in the international market. In this situation, after a decade-long effort from Bangladesh Frozen Food Exporters Association, the Department of Fisheries decided to allow 2 pilot projects of Vannamei shrimp culture. One is permitted to Sushilon, which will be implemented in Nona Bani Kendro, BFRI Khulna. Another one is allowed to Agrobusiness Cox's Bazar. Finally, on 1st September 2019, Shushilon received the final approval from the Department of Fisheries. Later, MU Seafood Limited, a member of BFFEA, came forward to implement the entire project with their own investment. As per the approval, BFRI allotted 6 ponds in Paikata Khulna. Meanwhile, MU Seafoods selected JP Agrocare from India in their technical partner and appointed Mr. Prafullo Kumar Sarkar, XDD FIQC Khulna as their chief advisor. Overall, DOF and BFRI took the responsibility to supervise the farming time to time. Soon after receiving the approval, MU Seafood executed a biological test of soil, excavation of pond, extension of electrification for about half a kilometer, setting up generator, setting up laboratory, and finally setting up the biosecurity. Meanwhile, specialized Blanca Vannamei prawn feed has been imported from CP India. After completing infrastructural development and pond preparation, MU Seafoods imported about 10 lakh specific pathogen-free SPF fry from CP Thailand by air. During this corona period, with the physical presence of concerned persons, Vannamei PL was released in compliance with hygiene on 31st March 2021. At the same time, some PL sample has been sent to FIQC Lab Khulna for testing. Later, the test result of IHHN virus, YH virus, WSS virus, TS virus, IMN virus, NHPB, AHPND all were found satisfactory. The PL seeded on the pond as per density about 45 to 50 pieces per square meter. Since the farming started, the parameters like salinity, dissolved oxygen, pH, temperature, ammonia, nitrogen dioxide, nitrate, plankton kept checking regularly. Moreover, BFRI and a team of MU Seafoods keep conducting weekly sampling to assess the health, growth, and survival of the shrimp. In a 24-hour cycle, 5 times line feeding has been maintained. To continue this farming management during this pandemic was very challenging. Finally, by the grace of God, Vannamei reached the level of harvesting. The total harvesting has been done with the presence of the government assigned body. On 1st July, 90 days of cultivating period, the first harvesting was done. The total production was 2,169 kg from 0.4 hectares pond. From the exact size of the following 3 ponds, 3,800 kg, 3,816 kg and 4,101 kg were harvested respectively. In total, 13,886 kg of Vannamei were found using about 1.56 hectares of land with an average production of 8,901 kg per hectare. Vannamei culture requires mangrove coasts, brackish water, warm tropical temperatures, all of which are in our favor. Nature has endowed us with all these opportunities in our hands. Now, we need to tap the opportunities. Even 10 years earlier, 39% of black tiger shrimp produced in Bangladesh was exporting to the USA. But now, the market of USA has entirely shifted to low-price Vannamei and dominating by India and other countries. It's already well proved all segments of the market are accepting Vannamei. Moreover, the introduction of Vannamei farming has the following advantages for our farmers compared with the black tiger. Shorter farming period like 90 to 110 days, where black tiger needs 140 to 160 days. Vannamei can be stocked with high density. Comparatively, it is more diseases resistant than the black tiger. Finally, less production cost ensures farmers better returns from the investment. Moreover, Vannamei shrimps can revive our seafood industry in terms of to reopen our closed factories, generating new employment in the processing plant, producing the diversified product like Vannamei nobashi, ring, breaded, butterfly, tempura, sushi, and many more. Vannamei will help to maintain the export growth of Bangladesh during the process of middle-income countries within 2026. Finally, reach to $2 billion export landmark within the next 5 years from the present $0.3 billion. With the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh is gradually moving forward on development. Bangladesh has entered its 50th year of the Great Independence Day. Our success in fish production by the Golden Jubilee of Independence is recognized and appreciated in the world today. We feel honored for being third in the world in inland open water fish production and ranked fifth in freshwater fish. Moreover, with the proper initiative of DOF, our Hillshire productions reached more than 6 lakh metric tons in recent years, whereas it was only 2 lakh metric tons every 10 years earlier. Heartiest congratulations to the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock for their outstanding achievement. Now, it's time to get the attention of our policymaker for the shrimp industry. With the proper policy support, allowing commercial farming of Vannamei would improve livelihood for the people of the south and southwestern part of Bangladesh. On the Golden Jubilee of Independence, Bangladesh Frozen Food Exporters Association would like to commit to earn yearly $2 billion export within next 5 years with the hand of Vannamei.